Ukrainian forces have dramatically ramped up their strikes on Russian military logistics, a trend backed by a massive wave of visual evidence. Since the beginning of May, various units have published nearly 800 videos documenting successful attacks on enemy supply lines. The intensity of these strikes is growing exponentially. While May saw an average of 7 videos released per day, that number nearly tripled in June, skyrocketing to an average of 19 daily clips. This surge points to a coordinated campaign aimed at cutting off Russian frontline units and choking their supply lines. The Russian service, Yandex Maps, has hidden over 100 strategic facilities along Russia's western border. A total of 119 sites, including military industrial plants, military bases, and oil refineries, have been blurred or removed from satellite imagery. This move is a clear attempt by the Kremlin to shield critical infrastructure from Ukrainian drone strikes and hide key military assets from public view. The Ukrainian forces have released unique footage showing Russian troops launching a Shahed kamikaze drone directly from the bed of a civilian pickup truck. This mobile launcher tactic is a new move by the enemy designed to hide launches and move quickly between positions. However, the deception failed. Soldiers from the 28th Brigade's drone battalion tracked down the vehicle and destroyed the makeshift launcher immediately after the drone took off. This morning brought another massive wave of strikes deep inside Russian territory as swarms of drones targeted the Tula and Moscow regions. The raid grounded flights at Moscow's major airports and triggered frantic air defenses. This attack proves that despite the Kremlin's best efforts to shield the capital, Ukrainian drones consistently breach Russia's multi-layered defenses, keeping its core military hubs under constant pressure. The Ukrainian long-range drones have successfully attacked the Dubna Space Communications Center in the Moscow region, located 540 kilometers from the border. This facility is one of Russia's key ground satellite communications complexes and is actively used to support the needs of the Russian military. Notably, this marks the third strike on Russian communication centers in the last 10 days. Such consistency points to a targeted operation by the Ukrainian armed forces to systematically blind and disrupt the aggressor's military telecommunication system. The video footage has emerged showing Russian electronic warfare systems in action in Yegoriyevsk, just outside Moscow. The clips capture intense attempts to jam and redirect incoming drones driving deep into the capital region. Deploying heavy electronic jamming tech inside towns near Moscow highlights gaps in Russia's standard air defenses. It shows the Russian military is now forced to place electronic warfare units right next to civilian areas in a desperate bid to shield strategic targets around the capital. By the way, speaking of recent strikes, on the night of June 26th, another Russian communication hub was hit in Minyayevo, Moscow region. Direct hits were reported on the facility's technical buildings, dealing a heavy blow to the military's telecommunication network near the capital. Overnight, drones targeted Novorossiysk, one of the most critical logistical hubs for Russia's Black Sea fleet. A series of powerful explosions rocked the area near the local seaport, which serves as a major naval base and an oil shipping terminal. Locals reported the heavy buzz of incoming drones, followed by chaotic anti-aircraft fire. This strike is part of a steady strategy to push back the Russian Navy and choke off the vital maritime routes the Kremlin uses to fund and supply its war effort. Epic footage has emerged from the Slavyansk on Kuban oil refinery in Russia's Krasnodar region following a massive drone strike. The video captures the exact moment of a devastating explosion, sending a massive fireball skyward over the production facility. This refinery is a critical piece of Russia's fuel infrastructure, directly supplying occupying forces on the southern front line. The successful hit underscores the effectiveness of systematic strikes on Russia's oil and gas sector, aimed at cutting off the resources driving the Kremlin's war machine.
Today we have some very pleasant news. Man, I know a lot of Crimeans are watching me right now, and I want to let you know that last night, the Rosneft facility in Slavyansk got completely wrecked, and everyone basically fled the scene. What are the pros? The whole line of trucks that was waiting there at Rosneft scattered all across the region. And what are the cons? Well, they might not be selling any fuel there at all now, because word is, things were blowing up pretty badly.
Panoramic footage has emerged showing a precise strike on Russia's Titan Barricady military plant in Volgograd. The video captures the exact moment 2 FP-5 Flamingo missile drones slammed into the facility. This factory is a strategic crown jewel of the Russian defense industry, manufacturing launch vehicles for nuclear missile systems like Topol-M and Yars, as well as heavy artillery. This successful hit proves Ukraine's growing capability to reach deep into Russian territory and take out key production hubs of the Kremlin's heavy weaponry. NASA satellites have detected a massive fire in occupied Crimea following a targeted strike on Russian military infrastructure. OSINT analysts confirm the attack hit a railway traction substation near the Poshtova station. Knocking out this facility severely disrupts the enemy's logistics, as this substation powers a key railway artery used by Russian forces to transport heavy armor, weapons, and troops to the front line. Thermal anomalies captured from space confirm the severe damage, proving the vital transport node has been effectively disabled.
Hello, everyone. Well, I'm at my parents' in Bakhchisarai. The second day has come, and we had the whole day yesterday when I came to my parents because there was no light in my part of the Crimea. They cut off the lights in Bakhchisarai for the whole day. Absolutely. There was no light for just a day. Today, I also woke up with no light. Our ego was turned on for literally 2 hours, and we are without light again. In general, look, I use the best one. I walk around Bakhchisarai. I open so many parks, so many places for myself. In general, guys, there is no free gasoline at all. I will not announce prices per liter if someone somewhere has enough. You know how the stars ask you to announce your income. They don't announce it. This is indecent. It is inappropriate now to announce the price of gasoline in Crimea, which simply does not exist.
On the night of June 29th, drone operators from the 413th Regiment of the Unmanned Systems Forces, known as RAID, carried out precision strikes against 4 critical electrical substations in occupied Crimea: Maryanivka, Oleksandrivka, Vipasne, and Jankoy. The operation, which targeted energy infrastructure in the Korman and Jankoy districts, was executed using Ukrainian-manufactured long-range drones developed by Firepoint. Because these specific substations power Russian military bases, airfields, and key defense infrastructure, the successful operation significantly disrupted the power supply to the occupation forces, directly undermining their logistics and operational capabilities in the ongoing Russian war. Ukrainian forces are deploying a devastating new tactic in the occupied Donetsk region, using attack drones to rain down fire from thermite or napalm-like mixtures onto Russian positions. The aircraft spray sheets of molten metal over tree lines, incinerating hidden bunkers, ammo dumps, and armored vehicles. This terrifying weapon not only wipes out heavily masked military hardware, but also completely demoralizes enemy troops right before Ukrainian assault units move in. Subscribe to the UATV channel to stay updated on the latest news, and be sure to leave your comments down below.